Hi, FalleN. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Fine, thank you. Tell us, what happened with Cloud9 knocking you out of the tournament? You started out pretty well, taking the cash, though, but what didn't work on Mirage?
I think Mirage is one of the toughest maps to play against them. I think the last 3 times we played them, we lost. And I think we did a first good city half against them on that map, but the T side, they read us pretty well. Every time we thought they would play only one guy B, they had one more than one. And it's one of our weaknesses right now. The T side of Mirage is something we're going to be working on the next week. And on the third map, I think we got them. I mean, we won the first half 11-4 on Inferno, and we let them do the comeback. And it was basically because we played too afraid and to take some risks, and too afraid to really fight the T side. So they were able to execute their game plan perfectly, and they were better than us.
You eliminated Gambit, but struggled in the second half on Overpass. What happened there?
Against Gambit, it's a matchup that we normally feel very comfortable playing. I think we never lost to Gambit in any best of 3s yet. So we had a pretty convincing first win, and on the second map on Overpass, everything was going perfectly. I think we had a 14-4 lead, and we let it go away. I think it was basically because of the fact we chose how to play the city side wrongly. We were being too aggressive, we were giving them too many picks, and they did some good rounds as well. They were able to catch up and win some good clutch situations, which made them come back to the match.
What have you taken away from your overall performance here in Katowice?
There's not much to take when you lose like that. It's just what to fix, being honest. So it was like which sides on which maps we are not doing super well, and what it gave us a little bit of perspective on what to fix on the next boot camp. So we're going to be heading now to Cologne. We're going to have a full week of practice, and we kind of know what our weakness now and how to have to fix. So basically, if there's something to take away from Katowice, is what to fix.
And many of pro players consider you to be one of the best CS player of all the time. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, being respected by other players is something very important for me, and I really had to work a lot to get to this level. And in the past, I wasn't sure if I was good enough to be here. So being all this happening, it's a great feeling. I feel honored.
In your opinion, what other players can give you an even fight?
An even fight. There's many players who can give an even fight with me. I think there are many legendary names. It's all up to their time as well, right? Like if you look for the Polish names, for example, maybe nowadays you can say that they're not on the level, but if you look for the past years, Neo, Tess, Pasha, all those guys, I think they were even more successful than me in the past years. And there's other names as well. We have recently on CSGO, Olaf Meister. He has been winning a lot of stuff since 2015. Now he's back with FaZe, winning a lot of stuff. There are many better players I would consider even more successful than me.
KNG was released from 100 Thieves for being rude on Twitter. In your opinion, how do you think the pro players should behave on social media?
Social media is some very complicated thing because your fans and community, they can be assholes, they can say whatever they want, it doesn't matter too much because, you know, some of them doesn't even have their photos, their profile, they don't even put their names, and they can be no one, so that doesn't matter. But when you represent something, when you represent a brand or even a sport like Counter-Strike itself, you have to behave a little bit better than that because you are speaking not only for yourself but for any of them. When I was in the army in Brazil, I remember that one of the highest people above me, they would say, when you put like the clothes, when you are wearing the military clothes, you don't really represent yourself anymore, you represent all the army. So it's like that. I think they have to really behave better than that.
If you could pick 4 players from the history of Counter-Strike to make your own dream team, who would that be and why?
If I had to create an international team or something like that, I would go with the people I go along with. Like I have some good friends in the international scene, so I would just try to pick some good friends, despite having a lot of them. Someone that I really liked to talk with is Pasha. I definitely have Pasha on my team because he's a very friendly guy. Then I would try to pick one from each team to make it fair. I would go with Pasha from Poland. I would go with NBK from France. This would be me. NBK, Pasha, I have to pick 2 more. United States. Jordan, Nothing. I would go with Nothing from United States. And if I could pick someone who's not playing anymore, I would go with DSN from Sweden. He was a good friend of mine back in the years.
Thank you very much.